doesn't enjoy a little pampering, a refreshing facial, getting your makeup done? Because, you know, me, I don't know how to do my makeup, but Artistry is where we're at. We're going to be speaking to the owner, Alexandria. Hi.
Hello.
Thank you so much for letting us, you know, barge into your place and kind of move everything around to speak, you know, this
Make
beautiful,
yourself at home.
Yes, this beautiful sign, you know, we needed to show it. I need to know how your love for beauty and this business all began.
So it started when I was like in high school. I liked makeup. I always did it on myself, always did it on my friends, but I never really pursued it then. I just did it here and there for proms, people's proms, that. I eventually kind of put that on the back burner, went to college, got a degree, worked in CAT scan for 14 years.
14 years. Oh my goodness.
But in 2014, I took a makeup class, got certified in it, and then I started working for Flawless Finish for years as one of their makeup artists. Eventually, I got married, had kids, and I was working full time and then doing makeup on the weekends. So, like, I was nonstop.
Oh my, I don't know how you found the time to do all that.
And then when my son was like 10 months old, me and my husband decided, like, working in the hospital full time was like too much. I needed to be home with the baby. We didn't want to send him to daycare at the time. So I stopped working full time and I just did the makeup on the weekends, part time. And for a couple years, I just did the makeup, taking care of the baby. Then a year after, I had my second son. So I was doing that for a while. And then I decided I'm going to try and pursue it full time. I was still with Flawless, and then I just decided to take a break from them. Just, I guess you can say, creative differences. I wanted to grow as an artist on my own. I guess being a mom, I wanted more freedom to do my own schedule, to do stuff for my kids, and then still be able to do
what you love.
What I love. Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel that very much. That's awesome. You know, that you have this business and, you know, our jobs are being moms.
Oh, 100%.
That's our job. But when you love,
number one job.
That's our number one job. And no one can take that away from us. Like, our number one job is being a mom. But if you don't do something that you love to do, how are we going to be our whole number one self for them, right? Yes. So you're doing this not only for yourself, but for your kid too, like both of your children, you know?
Yep.
So I admire that, you know, and you're, like I said, I don't know how you juggle it all around.
It's a lot. And you do it too. You know.
Listen, I want to be able to do what you did here. I walked in and was blown away. It's beautiful in here. You were telling me that this was, so we are at 16th and Oregon. Mm-hmm. You know, when did you open up this business? What year? So a year ago.
A year ago, 2023. Okay. Yeah.
So you opened it up a year ago. This was like a law firm or something, or a doctor's office?
It was a doctor's office, and it turned into lawyers being in here for like their files and like doing like work and keeping their portfolio, whatever it is they call it. Mm-hmm. And then it became available, and it was a mess. Like,
I saw pictures. You would never know that that's what this place looked like.
Yes. Filing cabinets all over the walls, printers, tables,
a missing wall.
A missing wall. Yes, this entire wall was created.
A missing wall.
Yes.
I just love the aesthetic in here. I think it's so clean. Like
that was my goal.
I love that it's so clean. It's like not cluttered. Like when you're in here, it's like a nice breath of fresh air.
Yes.
Like that's what I felt like when I was in here.
That's what I wanted people to feel.
Well, you did your job. you did your job, because that's what I felt like when I walked in. I was like, wow, this is just so like refreshing. Like, Wow, so nice in here.
Yay.
Yay, good job. So you have a makeup spot, which is your top level.
Yes.
So tell me, you know, do you just travel? Do you travel and do makeup, or you just do in-house?
Well, I travel on site for bridal parties.
Okay.
I used to travel for individual appointments, but having the kids and, you know, running back and forth, it was just way too much. So I wanted somewhere where I can just do my individual clients. I was doing it out of my house in my kitchen with my 2 kids.
Oh my God.
And granted, they are great. Like if I tell them to go downstairs with daddy, they're fine. But I didn't feel professional. Having clients coming in and out of the house, having my kids run around screaming, "Mommy, where's my toy? Mommy, where's this?" Like, it just wasn't a professional setting.
Yeah.
And being that I got my aesthetic license, I wanted to start offering facials, and I couldn't do that in my house.
Yes.
How can a person relax and feel comfortable with my kids running around?
When like the one son's throwing a car at the other. I get it. Like, he hurt me.
That's how I said, you know what? I said to my husband, I need a studio. I need somewhere that's my own. Just my space where I can take my clients.
And also hide sometimes.
Well, we all say that.
Hide and breathe.
Yes.
But you offer, you know, bridal parties to come in here.
Absolutely, yes. We
This
have
is a
2
perfect
books
space.
in here.
This is a perfect space for it. Like, I can envision like someone having like their mimosas out
Yes.
and like
their bagels and their breakfast buffet.
Yes, like right here, and then up there, you know, they can relax. You can take some pictures. You have a
can use the
mirror.
bathroom.
Perfect. Like, I just think it's perfect here that you offer that. That's so nice.
Yep.
And you also do the aesthetic portion, which is in the back room.
Yes,
correct?
the treatment room.
The treatment room. So tell us about some of the services that you have for that.
So I have 3 kinds of facials. A signature facial, which is based on your specific skin type. Like if you have acne prone skin, if you have sensitive skin, if you have and you need hydration, you have dry skin, it's specifically formulated for your skin type. That's your signature facial. So I have a glow facial, which is specifically for my Hinua brand that I partnered with. They are a Hawaiian brand made of clean ingredients, plant-based botanicals, just stuff for your skin that is meant to make it come back alive. Like, their Hinua is actually means from the root. So their whole logo is to treat your skin from the root in. Like, they want to go from the root cause of why you're having these issues.
Wow.
Yes.
I love that.
And the reason I like their brand is because it doesn't have an overwhelming amount of products.
Yeah.
They have a total of, like, I think it's 11 products. Because being a bridal makeup artist, I have come in contact with people who do not take care of their skin. Like, you need 3, I'm sure you take care of your skin. You need 3 basic products to take care of your skin: moisturizer, cleanser, sunscreen.
Okay. Don't do any of that. So help me. We're going to be having a conversation later, and she's going to diagnose my skin and tell me what to use. And I'm going to use Hinua. Is that what it's called?
Hinua, yes.
I love that it's called from the root.
Yeah.
That's really cool. What's another facial? You said 3, right?
Then it's the express facial. So it's kind of like a shortened version of the signature facial. You don't get the extractions and you don't get the massage and the express facial.
Gotcha.
Other than that, you still get the double cleanse. You still get the exfoliation. You still get a treatment mask. So you're still
Getting something.
yes.
How was the schooling for that, to be an esthetician? Was that like difficult, or you truly enjoyed it?
No,
That
I truly enjoyed it. Like, I always, from when I started doing makeup, I always was into the skin prep, because my 2 biggest mentors, that's all they ever focused on: skin prep, skin prep, skin prep. But I'm like, I only went to a makeup course, so like they didn't focus on skin prep, so I never knew like really what that meant, and I always wanted to know, like, what do you mean by skin prep? How am I supposed to be prepping this person's skin how am I supposed to prep in this person's skin?
Because everyone's skin's different. Yes.
So being in esthetician school, I was able to figure that out.
That's pretty cool. Back to, you know, that you said about clean ingredients. You know, everything is made with junk anymore. Chemicals, even food. We can get to that about being moms. And yeah, like it's wild. But I always I have to read ingredients for everything because of my celiac. I hear that like makeup also has gluten in it.
Yep.
Didn't realize that, which is probably why I'm breaking out. I'm probably using makeup with gluten in it. And I think that I love that you use these clean products here because I've gotten facials so many places, and I got to be honest, you're the first person that actually told me like that they use like this thing that's like clean ingredients. And from Hawaii though, like sometimes it's just like these manufacturers that are just like throwing these products at people.
The woman who owns the company, her name is Kapua, and she was a master esthetician in Hawaii. I've done Zoom calls with her. Oh wow, like this is like you like met her, the owner of this. Like yes. Please, that's enough anymore. You know, some people, you know, that's how you meet people and do business with them. How did you find out about them? Just from esthetician pages and doing research.
Yeah. That's cool.
That they're the one brand, and then I have another brand, Hale and Hush, and they are specifically for sensitive skin and oncology patients. So all of their products, clean, vegan, gluten-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free.
Hey, that's so nice.
So
you offer that.
That's what I was looking for with products. Like I didn't, because I used the Hanua brand. I wanted to be able to offer clean ingredients during a facial. Yeah. And not saying that the other brands are trash, because some of the brands are amazing. But it's just not my values and what I believe in.
I love how knowledgeable you are on this. You know, like if people give you a call and say, what product, you know, you're able to tell them and you're able to like look at their skin and help them, which is very important. You're not just, here I am, here's some products, here's a little massage, let me pick your face a little bit. And you're on your way. No, like you're actually.
No, that's not what I want.
No, you want to actually like do this and know the reasoning why and get the good products. Like that's so great. And that's going to make you successful, truly, because you need to have that background and that, you know, drive to, you know, want that to be your name, you know, which is great. So tell me about like some of the benefits for a facial. Like I know that I saw on your page, because I love how you do your social media. One of them you said about the benefits of a skin massage. Tell me about that.
So with a skin massage, you are stimulating blood flow. So when you're doing all of these motions, you're making the blood flow. You're also doing kind of like a small lymph drainage where you're getting the toxins and anything bad flushed through your system.
That's cool. Like, did you have to know like certain technique and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just feel like pressing.
Because if you do the massage the wrong way, you can cause more issues. Like if a person comes in for a facial and they're not congested and you do the massage technique the wrong way, you can make them congested because you're pushing all the toxins towards their sinuses instead of flowing it out. So you have to make sure you're flowing in the right direction. I like put my hands all over my face.
I touch my face all the time. This is also why I break out. Oh my God.
Yes.
What if someone's been doing it wrong this whole time for me? Man, I'm a little upset here.
You have to be cautious of the way you
I remember going to a place, I'm not going to say the name, but I went to get a facial. This was like a few years ago. It was like a bachelorette party. We went, and I've gotten plenty of facials in my life. Facials, massages, the whole 9 yards. It was probably one of the worst facials I ever got. And I said to the person, it was bad. I was not relaxed, and I knew that they weren't doing it right. I just like...
No, that's awful.
I felt like I was getting products just slapped on my face, and like I knew that they weren't doing it right, and like it was just not enjoyable at all.
Stressed all the time.
Yes.
That's not the point of a facial.
I literally said, so when did you start? 3 months ago. I got my degree during COVID. I went, great. Things just started opening up again. I'm like,
Well,
great.
COVID's the reason why I didn't go back to the hospital.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going back.
So that makes sense. That's the reason why. That's okay. That makes a lot of sense. That was a wild time in life.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wild time.
My second son was born a week after the world shut down, so it was
Great.
Yeah.
All the COVID babies, right? They say that they're on another level. Like my brother Philip's kid, I think 3 of them are more like COVID babies if you think about it. Yeah. That household's nuts.
What household is it not?
This is true. This is true. 2 boys you have, and I'm sure that and they're back to back, you know. Can you tell us like some of I know that you're very into clean eating, you know, we were talking about like detox and stuff. I think like, you know, you're very much health wellness. Like that's what I could see that about you. You like, you know, clean stuff. What are some of the things that you...
Yeah, my brother makes fun of me.
No, there's no need to make fun. Like, tell some people, like, what you know, give your kids to eat, because you can maybe enlighten me, because I'm, like, struggling.
No. I try, but, I mean, having kids, it's hard, because they see other kids eating all this other stuff. So, like, I do give my kids some of the stuff that they want.
Like the chicken nuggets and stuff like that.
Nuggets, yeah. I mean, once in a while, I'll give them, like, Oreos, but like,
yeah,
I mean, they're kids. I can't
deprive
them of it. But I do try to do organics. I try to do the clean versions. Like I look through the ingredients for like the peanut butter and make sure that it's all natural and stuff like that. Is it always 100%? No, because my kids are picky. So
yeah, I get that.
Try.
The one thing that I noticed was like that Annie's brand.
Annie's is good.
Yeah, so like I looked into them, but then there was another brand that I was eating. It was, I forget what, a Simply something.
Oh, Simply Mills.
Yes.
I have
So Simply Mills is, you know, a gluten-free brand. And one day I come home and I make this regatta, like it's like a cannoli thing. I wanted dessert, so I made like my own cannoli filling. Like I made a dip. And they had these like little square graham crackers.
They're so good.
So here I am, I'm eating them. My son comes over, and he's very picky, but he'll eat like crackers, cookies, like all the things that he shouldn't eat, he'll eat, right? God forbid if we put like, you know,
broccoli.
You know, broccoli, you would throw up.
Yeah, my kids too.
And I saw that there was like 6 ingredients in there. And I'm like, wow.
The less, the better.
Yeah, like 6 ingredients in that, and it's still good. Like I was looking into a couple other things, like to see like if they had like some crackers and stuff, because I did notice like the Annie's brand was better than a lot of others, but they still have some things in there.
Yeah, that you can't understand.
Yeah,
or
my husband's
pronounce.
like really been big with this. Like, you know, he's been like anything that we put in our son's body, like he's like really like questions it. Like even it comes down to even toothpaste, where he's like, what is in that? Tom's, that's what he's doing.
Fries well.
What
for
is
my kids.
that?
It's it's a clean version,
Okay.
and it's the mineral based toothpaste as opposed to the fluoride. So they're still getting the same vitamins and minerals that you would from fluoride, but it's safer for them.
Okay. Yeah, because when I took Denny to the dentist, they were saying, like, you need a little bit of fluoride. And I'm like...
Fries well.
Okay. All right. I need to remember that.
My kids like the cake batter flavor.
Well, now I'm like, I hope that he...
And I use David's.
So you use like a clean one too. I feel like I'm like, okay, I want my kid to be nice and clean and
it's
eat
hard.
clean. For myself, I'm like, I don't care what I have.
No, it's hard.
I don't care what I have.
I use natural deodorant. Like I try. I try. But I mean, we grew up in South Philly, so like,
isn't it crazy? Like now everyone's into like the clean stuff, but us growing up
no.
We were drinking like Huggies and
yes, and the push pops, and I don't even know the Mr. Softy coming by and running to the ice cream truck.
They're always coming by, and kids are so
always coming by at the wrong time though. My neighborhood, they come at dinner time and 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, like no. Maybe that's good. Kids are in sleep and then you're at dinner, so they can't have it. Back to your makeup, right? Is there like a specific makeup brand that's nice and clean, or is that kind of hard?
So I'm still working with the makeup, because with bridal makeup, you want it to have longevity. And I
That's
haven't
another question
found
of mine
a
for you.
clean brand
Yes.
that gives the same lasting effects as the high-end popular brands that every makeup artist uses. So maybe I'll have to come up with one.
Oh, maybe you have to come up with one. I think that's great. That'll be crazy.
But I haven't,
Your own makeup
I haven't
line.
found a clean brand that gives the longevity as the products that every makeup artist you have uses.
Now, you were talking about that was one of my questions, like the longevity of wedding makeup compared to event makeup, compared to photo shoots. Like they're all different. They are all
100%.
different. I mean, I've been a bride. I went to a wedding, and I've been in photo shoots, and I've noticed that everyone does something different. Like photo shoots, they really cake it on. Like, how did you learn how to do the differences? Like just trial and error? Okay.
Trial and error, YouTube, learning from different artists, branching out to international artists too.
That's cool. Like just messaging them online, seeing their technique. I noticed that a big thing now are like one-on-one classes.
Oh yeah, I've taken a ton.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Like just local artists or just everywhere?
Everywhere. Like the one makeup artist, she's from North Jersey, so she offers master classes. I traveled there. I did one with her. I've done one in South Jersey. I've done online virtual classes. I can't even count how many.
That's really neat.
You always have to keep up with the trends. You always have to keep on education.
I love that you're even going after, like, you know, some people who are also makeup artists, like to learn their technique as well.
Yeah.
Because like everyone has a different technique. It's cool to learn from each other.
I went to class with Makeup by Brielle.
Yes. I saw her on social media.
Yes. And she's amazing. Like,
Yeah, she's great.
I don't view other people as competition.
Yes.
Like, they're my peers. I want to learn from them.
Absolutely.
You can always learn from somebody. There's no one better than anybody. Everyone has their own technique. Everyone does things differently. It's not competition. It's not who's better, who's not. I don't view it that way.
I love that you don't, because it's the truth. Because just think, there's tons of makeup artists out there.
Yes.
There's tons of real estate people out there.
Right.
There's a ton of people who own a cheesesteak business or this business or that business. If you feel bitter and you get bitter, you're not going to succeed because you're worried about everyone else.
No, and people don't like to be around that type of energy.
No.
I'm all about energy.
All about the good vibes, good energy.
Yes.
That's me too. I feel like when you give out that, you know, the good vibes and the support, like for everyone else, you hope to get it back, but really it doesn't matter. You feel good about yourself that you're giving everyone else that support. And I am truly all about that, like big time. I think that what you're doing here is really great. And I can feel that about you. You're not like a bitter person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get that from you at all. And I'm very honest. Even on camera. Even on camera. Sometimes that's, you know, a bad thing. But
no, you have to be honest. You can't be fake. Like, I can't be fake.
No.
If I don't like you, you're gonna know I don't like you. I mean, I hate to break it.
I feel like we're nice people, but once you don't like somebody, it's over for them.
Now.
That's a South Philly enough.
Oh yeah, I know.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up on 10th and Warren.
Okay, so very close to where I grew up. So many people know that I, you know, grew up in Packer Park, but originally, you know, my family's from like 7th and Latona. So I'm assuming that you know my brother Philip and, you know,
Frankie.
Yes. You need to tell everyone the story of me instant messaging you and on AOL at the age of 5.
I don't know how old you are. I was online and when AOL was big, and I had an instant message pop up from you.
From me.
I didn't know who it was though. And it said something like, hey, something. I'm like, who is this? And you're like, it's Felicia. You know my brothers, Philip and Frankie. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then you just disappeared and signed off.
Okay.
Like I heard that door.
Yeah.
Shut. Okay.
Yep.
But
the stalker of a sister, I definitely went and wrote all of my brother's screen names down and messaged everybody. Embarrassment. That's me.
You're fine.
And here we are having a conversation.
Every time I see you or hear your name, I instantly think of that story.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
That is great. I'm like, I can't imagine how old I was. Like, if you were 12.
I had to be like 12.
I had to be 6 years old. Like, are you kidding? That's crazy to me, right?
That's what happens when you have older brothers.
Oh, yeah. My brother made me, like, accounts when I was, like, 3, 4 years old. Like, I knew what I was doing.
Obviously, messaged me.
Yeah, see? Crazy. So back to your business, right? Like I said, I love the place. Is there any, like, struggles or, like, you know, rewarding moments that you had opening up here?
I guess, honestly, just seeing it all finished. Like, when I was in esthetician school, we had this one day where they told us, create a vision board of why you're here. And I sat down, started grabbing magazines, and that's how I came up with Aartistry at that class. Like, I just started putting letters A for my name, because I'm like, I don't know what I would call my own business if I wanted a business.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, do I want it to be Alexandria Di Pietro MUA? And I'm like, no, that's too long. It's kind of like generic. Everyone has to.
Yes.
And then I wanted it to also correlate with being an aesthetic place. Like, I didn't want it just to be specifically for makeup. So that's when I came up with Artistry.
Sure.
So the A is for my name, and then the rest is Artistry, because being an esthetician, doing facials, and doing makeup, you're an artist.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
that's how the name came about. And then I started putting, like, gold accents on the board and motivation, like manifest, studio, location, like just all this different stuff. I wish I would have brought it here to show you, because if you look at that board, maybe I'll send you a picture of it.
Send me a picture. We're putting it in right here.
Yes. I'll send you a picture. And it's got the gold, and it has the nude, and it has, like, just everything that I envisioned came out in here.
That's amazing. What made you do the girl with the eye?
Well, I kind of, like, I saw different examples of it online, and I kind of liked the fact that it was a girl who, like, looked like she was just fresh out of
Yeah.
either doing her makeup, doing her facial, whatever, doing her skincare regime. And I just wanted it to represent, like,
Female.
female
Yeah.
femininity.
I love it. This is awesome. I really do. I love this so much.
Thank you.
I was like, we have to put the table here. This is where we need to do
Brother,
it.
help me.
Yes. Good job, Phil. He's on every one of my podcasts doing something. You do waxing.
Yes.
And is there any other, you know, things that you plan on doing in the future, service-wise?
So I do offer brows.
Okay.
Just right now, tinting and shaping. I do want to start offering brow lamination and lash lifts.
Oh, nice.
So
Yes, that would be
that'll
awesome.
be in the works.
Yeah, and you could do it right in that back room. What is the eyebrow thing that you were just talking about? The one that you offer?
Shaping and tinting.
Yeah, what
it's
is
just
the
it's just like dyeing your eyebrows.
Oh, like
It's
when
like
you do a
like
lash
a
lift and tint.
Yes,
Is that kind of it?
yes.
Okay,
So it's
gotcha.
for your brows.
That's
And
cool.
It lasts like 4 weeks, and then you
Well, that's
come
nice.
back
So you don't have to
again.
put really anything, like if you put makeup on your eyebrows or something.
Right.
What made you choose this location?
It's close to my house. I live in Packer Park.
Yeah.
It's close to my kids' school, and I just wanted to be local. Like, I wanted to be able to take clients in the morning time. If I needed to go pick up my son from school, I can go because it's right there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all about my family, like 100%. It's a block away from my sister's house. It's just, it was like perfect.
Yeah, I agree. And like talking about like staying local, you know, you do wedding makeup and stuff. What are some wedding people? Like when you have the, you know, the people in the city that you have in mind, if like, say your bride comes up to you and says, who do you recommend to do, you know, be my team of people, like either venue or hair or even photography? Like who are those people that you would choose?
Probably for hair, I love my main bridal girls, Maureen, Janet,
and Alexis. She did my
Love
hair
them.
for my wedding.
I worked with Rini for years.
Who is that?
Maureen. She's
She's part of them.
yes.
Okay,
'Cause
gotcha.
there's 3 of them.
Yes.
I worked with her for years, like side by side. We both worked at Flawless together. So
Oh,
like,
nice.
I've known her for years. Sarah Carbone. I don't know if you know her. I would pick
She
her
does
for hair.
hair, okay.
Photography, Mark Lewis.
Did he do your
Lewis
wedding?
Anthony, he did
He
do
did
my
my wedding too. I
Yes.
remember seeing your pictures
Yes.
on his page.
Yes. He did my wedding. He did my sister's wedding.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
awesome. They
Yes.
really are. And
They're great people.
they are like, and I saw his wife in the supermarket the other day.
Did you? I
Yeah,
know, it's fun.
it's like your family with them.
Yes.
Like it's
But
amazing.
no, yeah, once you walk in that door.
Yeah, it's over.
Mark came to hang up my wedding picture
Me
in
too.
my house.
Me too. Like came over with our because he wanted it to be perfect.
Yeah. Well, I said, I don't think my husband could hang this. And he's like, I'll come over and do it. And he did.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Like I think that the reason why he did mine is because I didn't tell my husband I was getting it. I didn't tell him. I was like, well, we're just gonna have 3 large photos on our wall in our small row home. Gonna have to make him hang up my new ones, with my new house. Like, can you hang these up again?
Yeah.
But yeah. So Mark Lewis, photography, and like who's anyone else?
Venues, Chess Cafe.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I got married at Chess Cafe.
Yeah, we went to Jersey for ours, but Chess Cafe is like a #1 spot here. Like they have so many great venues here. It's okay. I can't. My chain's broken. My son broke mine. So I had my cross, my horn, and he went. I was like, great. That's fantastic. So do you have any memories of like just growing up in the city, like anything at all?
Playing in the streets.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Being able to be in the street and feeling safe, because I feel bad for our kids. Like they're not going to have that. Like they don't have it now.
Yeah.
Like it's just a totally different time.
I agree. I think about that all the time. Like you felt safe walking around the corner. You don't feel safe anymore. You can't even walk inside your house with the car running.
No.
I would literally shut the car off, run inside, and like run back to and then you're looking around.
Yeah.
Like that's horrible. Like
No, the street I grew up on was my entire family.
Mm-hmm.
Like my grandmother lived on the corner. Then all of the neighbors in between I've known since I was born. Then it was my cousin's house. Then it was my house. Then it was my other cousin's house. My cousin across the street. Like it was just family oriented.
Yep.
And it's just not like that anymore.
So now that your kids are going to be home from school and daycare and all that stuff, what do you plan on doing this summer? How do you plan on juggling when they're not in daycare, like with everything that you have going on?
So my son graduates on Friday from kindergarten, and then he's home all summer. So we'll probably do a lot of trips to the shore because my in-laws do have a house down there.
Where do you go?
Wallace.
So do we. Okay. So maybe I'll see you down there.
Yeah. And they love the shore.
Mm-hmm.
They were asking to go when it was winter time.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, can we go to the shore? Daddy, can we go? And I'm like, it's freezing down there. No, we're not going down there. I do want to get them into swimming lessons because water is like one of my biggest fears. Like,
Me too.
and especially having kids now, it's even worse. Like my husband takes them in the water just to like their knees, and I'm having anxiety. I'm having anxiety. I see waves coming, and I'm like, please come back. He's like, they're fine. And I'm like, no, but they don't know how to swim.
So I don't know how to swim. I'm 30.
I took lessons at Montrose Pool. Do you ever remember?
No, I do not. Remember that.
Phil, do you
Philip,
remember it?
do you remember Montrose Pool? Philip doesn't either.
Oh my
Well, you
gosh,
do.
I'm old. So I took lessons there, but like they were like real lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So like I know the basics, but I don't know if I would be able to save myself and my kids if I were in the water with. But number one, my oldest is up to my armpit, so like I don't know who I'd be able to save. Like
I always
I'd have to
say
like throw them like to the.
something, right? Like, so I say, I don't know how to swim. Our shore house just got a pool. I'm like a nervous wreck.
Yeah.
He has not seen it yet, but there's a ladder. I'm so nervous that we're going to turn around and he's going to be up the ladder. I would die. I would die. I say all the time that if I feel like I have superpowers, and I always go into like flight mode no matter what happens. And I'm like, if God forbid, I feel like if he ever went in that water, I would learn how to swim on the spot. Like I would figure it out. Like
My second son fell in a pool last summer. Sorry, babe. Bad parenting story. We're done. We were at my husband's best friend's shore house, and they have a pool. And we just got there, and I was putting like stuff down, like my bag, my chair, like my towels. And my youngest was with my husband standing at the edge of the pool. And I just turned around, and I see my husband standing there. I'm like, where's Dominic? And he's like, oh, he's right there. And I'm like, where?
Yeah.
And I look, and he's in the pool under the water. My husband flew in that water and like lifted him up. He was in there maybe
a second.
Yeah,
but still.
But when I tell you I called the doctor.
No, of course.
In a panic.
Because then
like, wait, I read the notes. The note says mother in a frantic state. And I'm like, well, what do you expect? I just found my kid in the pool.
So my husband thought last year, I love that word. My husband thought last year that he's like, yeah, when I was younger, my dad threw me in the pool. I was like, okay. And he goes, I'm going to do that to Denny. I was like, no, you're not. Okay. So wait, he throws him in, right? He's right there, throws him in. Now Denny's like choking and all. I'm like, don't ever do that again. I'm on my phone looking up
dry drowning.
I was up all night looking at him, and I'm like, it says like 48 hours. Like, let me look. I need to check him out.
I have a pulse ox down the shore.
It's okay. I was thinking about getting one too. I remember when I was pregnant, I tried to do like the Doppler thing. I took myself to the emergency room. Talk about a psychopath. That's me. Okay, I'm just a psycho.
Yeah, you just become nuts. Like you just think of worst case scenarios all the time.
I've always been nuts with like my brothers, both of my brothers' kids. Like I literally have always been a Looney Tune, but then having my son made it 1,000 times worse. Like I think that the pool
it's all
thing,
out of love.
It really is. But I can never imagine anything happen to any of them. I would be committed. Like I say it all the time.
I still feel the guilt.
Yeah.
I said I turned around for a second.
And it's so crazy. And I feel like some people, they're like, oh, their kids will be fine, but it only truly takes like a second that like someone doesn't like realize, like, you know, like you as a mom, like we feel like, you know, we can tell when something is happening. 100%. I physically like get nervous just thinking about this pool, and that's why I'm talking about it, because I can't breathe thinking about it. I was just thinking about it before I started this podcast. So it's like, we have a pool down the shore. What am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to be.
So
like,
that's my goal, to get them lessons sometime this summer.
That's really a great goal. And like, maybe I need to, let me know where you go.
I will.
Because I need that. You and your husband, you know, he's clearly very supportive of you and everything that you do. You guys ever have a chance to have like a date night? If you do, what's your spot?
Every once in a while, we do. We like to go out down the shore.
Yeah.
We love going to Beach Creek. Like
Beach Creek is
that's
great.
That's my husband's thing. He likes sitting by the water, having drinks. Like he is a shore person through and through. If he could live there, he probably would.
Yeah.
I mean, I would too, but
so like
it's hard. Family's here.
Absolutely. So. Like Beach Creek is great. Even the surfing pigs right by the bay. We live right down the street from there.
Salty Mermaid.
I'm depressed.
I know.
I am depressed. I thought that it was like a fad. Everyone was saying that. I saw it online that they were closed, and then we drove down the shore.
Empty.
I love the little outside area that they had. I thought that was so cute. It was so cute. And then,
doesn't the surfing pig have an upstairs, Neil?
I don't know. I haven't been there yet this summer.
There is. Called something. I forget.
I have to check it out, but I like it there. But then also the inlet, I thought was like, I think that's pretty cool because you can still be on the top and look at the water. And they have pretty good food there too. The wharf.
What's the new place that I went there last? It was Santorini.
Yeah, we ate there. We go Easter. We always go to a nice dinner. We go like the Saturday before because we do Easter Sunday with my family, and we tried the Santorini place. I think they had like more Greek food. Another place we went was like Duffinetti's, and then we did Alfie's, like the typical Alfie's. But guess what? I've never had it until right now. I was never a Wildwood girl until I met my husband. We were always Atlantic City because my dad likes to gamble.
My dad worked in Atlantic City for 20-something years.
Yeah, so we were always Atlantic City or Margate. Like that was our stuff. And then I met my husband and their family. You know, I'm grateful because you get to go down the shore all summer.
Yes.
But I'm still getting used to like all the different things that Wildwood has to offer because we don't really go out down the shore. You know, having kids and stuff like we're going to a bar crawl and I'm taking a heart attack leaving my son. Heart attack. Come on, Felicia. You need to live too.
Yeah, I was gonna say you need a drink or two.
Yeah,
or three.
or more. But still, no matter what, when they wake up, we got to be there.
Oh, yeah. Right. This morning, my youngest son doesn't go to school yet. He was the first one up. Like, we didn't even need our alarms. He was the first one up today. Waking everybody up. So, yes.
Wake
you have
up.
to be ready.
Oh, you have to, no matter what. And like I've said, there has been a time where, like, you know, I'm not big on drinking, but if I did have a couple drinks, I remember it was like right after I had him, and I went to my mother's club, and I really got drunk. And I never get drunk. I had to take care of him the next day. It was the worst thing I've ever had to do in my entire life.
Yep.
I was like, never again. I'm never drinking again. This is it.
No, and if you want to drink, make sure that somebody has them.
Yes, right? Yeah, because I was like shaking. I was like, I was like shaking. I was like, this is bad.
Yeah.
Like the mummers had this like thing called like Kiki vodka. I mixed it with some blueberry thing. I thought it was delicious. Really, I really thought it was great.
Was it sweet?
It was sweet,
Yeah,
and it was a disaster in after effect. Bad disaster. But let's play a game.
Okay.
After we like went on a tangent with a lot of different things, but guess what? It was fun and it was great. We're going to do a little game. It's not really a game. I just want to know some more things about you when it comes to like beauty brands, things that you like. So let's begin. What is your favorite product?
Makeup wise or skincare?
Let's do both.
Makeup wise, I have to say I can't live without concealer.
Concealer. Okay. So what is your favorite skin one?
Moisturizer.
Moisturizer, which I don't use. If you could only wear one thing, mascara, foundation, lipstick, or brows, what would it be?
Brows.
Brows. What is your favorite makeup brand?
That's hard. Probably Charlotte Tilbury.
Okay, never heard of that.
Never heard of Charlotte Tilbury.
You want to know where I buy my makeup? CVS. I'm terrible. I'm a really awful girl. That's why other people do my makeup for me. I'm terrible. I do my makeup with my fingers. I'm like everyone's worst nightmare. What is your favorite makeup store?
Probably have to say it's Ulta.
Ulta.
Over Sephora. Yeah.
Really? Why is that?
I don't know. I just feel like Sephora is more luxury brands, but some of the luxury brands are crap. So
Yeah.
I feel like Ulta has more products that are actually worth it.
That's nice. And they have I think that their store, when I've looked in there, like they also have hair products and stuff like that.
I mean, Sephora has hair products too.
I don't really go in those stores, so I really have no idea. I've been in Ulta though, recently, because there's one down the
In-store,
street.
I'd probably have to say Ulta, but like online, I'd probably say like this one website, Camera Ready, and it has all pro makeup artist stuff.
Okay. What is your everyday makeup look?
Nothing. Being a mom.
I feel
if
that.
I have to put makeup on, it's concealer, blended out, darker concealer for bronzer, mascara, brows, chapstick.
Chapstick, yeah. I'm big with the chapstick. Pick one. Blush or bronzer?
Bronzer.
Simple or glam?
Glam.
Nude lip or red lip?
Nude.
I hate a red lip.
I only do red if they request it. I will try to talk you out of doing a red lip.
Can I tell you a story? I had a red lip for a performance.
Did you hate it?
Did I hate it? You should have told me after the performance. I had red all over my mouth. Never again did I wear red. And guess what? It wasn't the makeup artist's fault, truly.
No,
They didn't.
red just bleeds.
It was, I put my microphone so close to my mouth, it was all over.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize. People are probably laughing at me. I mean, they do anyway, but it was for another reason.
If you want to pull off a red lip, go for it. You have that confidence. I don't
know how Taylor Swift does it. I don't know how it stays on her lips.
Yeah, she does.
She
kills it in it. But
She figures it out. Me, I looked like I was the Joker with how it was all over my face.
Too Italian with the red. It just doesn't.
My mom says that I look very like Hispanic when I have a red lip on.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
Colorful or neutral?
Neutral.
Neutral, yeah. I'm the same way. All right. So we did makeup brand. Your favorite skin brand?
Hanua.
Noah.
And if you have to pick from Sephora, I'd probably say Glow Recipe.
And what product can't you live without? You said your concealer. Is it still that? Yeah, concealer. I need to try that more often. Concealer. Maybe it'll make me look more awake. And your favorite beauty tip?
Hydrate your skin. Drink water.
Hydrate your skin. Drink water. You're teaching me things here. You know that? Is there any like makeup artists online like that, like a celeb makeup artist that you like follow, that you like are like, wow, like this person, like I aspire to be like, or no?
Makeup by Mario.
Makeup by Mario. Okay.
Kim Kardashian's makeup artist.
Gotcha. And that like he's like your top one. That's cool.
Like celebrity wise.
So we're gonna close things up. I really enjoyed our conversation, and
Thanks for having me.
of course, like I love what you have here. Like I said, it's so clean here, and you have makeup, you do all your other skincare services. I can't wait to get my facial. I'm very excited for it. Maybe you taught me things. I have to buy some products you're writing down for me after I'm done. But I need to know, like, a quote that like you live by, or something to inspire other people.
Live, laugh, love.
Perfect.
Actually on my wall in my house.
Is it live, laugh, love? It's a truth. If you gotta laugh, you gotta live, you gotta love, right? Yeah. I love that. Us being moms, we're trying to do things that we love here, and you're doing it. And I'm really proud of you. And like I said, keep up everything that you're doing. This place is the spot. It truly is. So if you need any of these services, please contact AA Artistry. Tell everyone how they can book your services.
You can go on my Instagram, Alexandria/Aartistry, or the studio's Instagram, Aartistry_studio. I had to actually think about that. I have so many Instagrams. Or the website, go www.aartistrystudio.com. Click on booking, and then you could find your date and go from there.
Perfect. You heard her. Make sure you book some services, pamper yourself, get yourself together for an event. Thank you everyone for watching and listening, and make sure you follow us on all social media platforms, subscribe, check us out on YouTube, iHeart, Spotify, and Apple. And remember, keep your eyes on the city and your ears on the buzz. Yay!